3. We're live.
Hi, everybody. As you can see, we got a really special guest today on Brendan Talks. I'm very excited about it. But before we do that, I want to say hi to everybody who's in chat. Hi, Sean. Hi, Alice. Hi, Gloria. Hi, Millbilly. And Donna. Hi. Welcome. And oh my gosh, I couldn't be more excited to have Pete Dassey. Hi, how are you doing?
The one and only.
The one and only.
Doing really good.
That's great. That's great. I'm going to let Becca just take over and give a weekly announcement. But please, everybody, remember to be very respectful. This is Brendan's father. And on this channel, we support the family 100%. If you don't like it, you're getting kicked out. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I don't really have much of announcements other than today is making the anniversary of Making a Murderer. So,
I forgot to do that. It's Becca's birthday. It's Becca's birthday. Happy birthday, Becca. Happy birthday, Susan. And happy birthday to Making a Murderer, which if it wasn't for that, none of us would be here and we wouldn't be mamaholics.
Never really thought of it. Anniversary.
Yep.
5 years.
I think it's the 5-year anniversary. Yeah.
Wow.
So, yeah, but that's about all I have as far as announcements, other than, keep those Christmas cards going to Brendan. I know he loves getting mail, and now's the perfect time to, especially if you haven't written to him, write to him a letter. Get Christmas cards. New Year's is also coming up, so everybody definitely get those cards out too for New Year's. And yeah, that's about it that I have.
I am making him a card. I am folding construction paper and making him a personal card because I know he likes that. And this time I think I'll send my word Scrabble with it. So he can do the word Scrabble that I showed you. I do the word find. That's what it is. Word find. That's what I do.
Yeah.
Oh, yep. So I'm looking forward to that. And please, everybody, holidays can be very lonely for a lot of us that are out in the world, let alone Brendan, who is limited on his space and visitors. So please write to him, give him well wishes, let him know that we're out here and that we care and that we will see us soon. Just all positive. That's what he needs.
See,
right?
I do 2 cards for him. I send one to the prison where he's at, and then the money one I send to his mom, and she hangs on to his stuff there.
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
If that's the other thing. Now that you brought that up, Pete, we're still not sending anything other than cards to Brendan. So no hobby stuff, no books, just cards and letters right now.
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah.
Yeah. So just to give everyone a quick little reminder. Looks like Linda froze, which happens on Low Budget Linda Productions. So I'll just go ahead right into it because I know one of the things that we wanted to ask you, Pete, was about Brendan and what he was like growing up and all that. I know he's a wrestling fan, but he gets that from you, doesn't he?
Oh, yeah, definitely. We both grew up with it. When I started out, there was the AWA.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if you remember those guys.
I think that was before my time.
They had the Crusher, Nick Bockwinkel, and
yeah.
And then it just carried on, and then after Brendan was born and that, and then we got into it together, and he just took right after me. And
yeah. So what's your favorite memory of you and Brendan watched with wrestling? Do you have one?
Yeah, with John Cena.
Cena?
Yeah, we both loved them really. Of course, now I don't think he's into it too much. I think he's into movies now, like The Rock.
Yeah. Well, I know John Cena. Yeah, John Cena isn't a wrestler anymore. I don't think.
Yeah, I think he's into movies now. He followed The Rock.
Yeah.
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 When it wasn't wrestling, he was one of our favorite guys.
Yeah. I know he still watches wrestling. Does he, do you know if he has like a favorite wrestler now or?
I haven't said anything to him lately. I don't know. Off the top of my mind, no, I'd have to
Okay.
ask him again. But yeah, since John Cena left, I don't know. We haven't really talked about any favorites, you know.
Yeah. What's your favorite wrestler? Who's your favorite wrestler?
For mine right now, well, I used to have Stone Cold too, but my
Yeah.
favorite right now would be, I would have to say, I don't know. It's kind of a toss up though.
Yeah.
Your impersonation of her, what the heck is her
I
name?
was gonna say, is it Asuka?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
When you did that background with makeup and that, at first I thought you had her at your house, but oh, that was a good. Yeah, she's one of my favorites, and
Yeah.
two other ones too. I haven't seen for a while. Big Show, he's kind of funny.
Big Show. Yeah, he's a good one.
And the Undertaker was, and I guess he had his last wrestling thing. He's retired now. He's one of my.
Yeah. He was my favorite too when I was a kid. That's when I got into wrestling, was when he was really big in wrestling. So that's who I watched growing up. And then
I remember Paul Bear. Oh my
God. Yeah.
He made the show.
I love that. Yeah. So that's so you like those wrestlers. So like have you ever been to a live wrestling show?
Oh yeah, when AWA used to come to Manitowoc years ago, and I was telling somebody at work the other day, I got a good friend John, he's into wrestling, and they used to come at Roncalli High School in Manitowoc.
Yeah.
I saw the Crusher and Nick Bockwinkel, and you paid so much, and then it was in the gym there. I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah. I bet that's something that Brendan's really excited about when he gets out, is going to maybe a WWE live event with you.
Yeah, and then later years, then I had a friend, he moved away, and we went to a couple in Green Bay and then a couple in Milwaukee. He took me Monday Night Raw shows.
Yeah.
When it was live.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah. That's live. They say everybody yell. It's like, oh, you can't hear yourself anymore.
Last one I went to SmackDown Live when I was in Buffalo. I remember I told you about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was sending you videos from that. But yeah, that was right before. I believe that was the month COVID. But yeah, it was right before that. So yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Your favorite wrestler, Asuka, whatever, Asuka or whatever.
Asuka, she's on Raw.
Oh, okay. But I mean, you do her up so good. I thought that was your favorite.
She is my favorite wrestler. Yeah, she is. Yeah. But like from SmackDown brand, and also because she's my favorite female wrestler. So my favorite male wrestler is Daniel Bryan.
Oh, okay. Yeah. He's doing pretty good. Yeah, he was one of mine back then too. So.
Yeah, I love Daniel Bryan.
I got so many favorites. It's not funny.
I bet. Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, Sharon Sunshine is watching right now. Sharon.
Oh, hi, Sharon. Yeah. Little birdie told me she was going to be on.
Yeah, she's watching.
From my understanding, she's got her own channel too.
Yeah, she does. She's got her own channel. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So she made a comment about your new haircut. So I think that we should definitely point that out.
Was it a good comment or a bad?
It was a good comment.
Okay.
He said he's got a haircut, guys. Yeah, it looks like Linda's her Wi-Fi kind of went out on us. So I'm just good.
All of a sudden I was gonna say, hey Linda, you didn't have to leave so fast.
Yeah.
I know you're nervous, but you didn't have to. I know she's nervous, but she didn't have to drop out of the picture.
Here she is. Now she's back. There she is.
I'm so sorry.
That's okay. Right in time too, Linda. You can ask him about the birds.
Okay. This is my puppy. This is Pipper.
Oh yeah, cool.
That's my baby.
Okay.
Yep. And Linda Low Budget Productions is working very well today. I say. That's what we call this. And it's Becca
better budget or better
budget productions. So
but,
that's
because I have the better Wi-Fi.
It had Wi-Fi.
Yeah, my Wi-Fi goes out all the time at this time. So I apologize, and it couldn't have happened at a worse time as far as I'm concerned, because I was looking forward to this interview so much. Anyway, to the birds. I got 2 questions for you. One is, do the same birds come back every year to your houses?
Well, first, let's pause. Tell us what kind of birds you have.
Yeah. What kind of birds are they?
They're martins, purple martins.
So they're the ones with the wings that go like this?
Yeah.
I love it. They swoop
right
your head.
Right now, their winter home is Brazil.
Okay, and they like swoop down at you. They make their nests like up in your awnings sometimes when I was a little kid. And they would like swoop because they have a nest there, so they're protecting. And we were very close, but I think they're beautiful. I love them. They got those wings that go like that, like kind of I think they're beautiful. Okay, so my question is, do they come back? Do the same birds come back every year?
Yes,
and the babies?
I believe the males do. The females, I didn't notice myself, but I read up on it. The males do, but the females, they some do, some don't. They move on and go to other places, but the males do for sure. I know that, and I thought they both did, but not from the book I got. They said females possibly no.
Okay, all right. And my other question is,
okay,
do you have names for them?
No.
No names. Oh, I thought maybe you would have named.
Well, I get about 30 birds a year, and that'd be hard to come up with 30 names.
So they're not like tagged or nothing like that. You're not that
no.
kind of watcher. Okay, all right. That's
advanced people, and if you want to know how long I've been doing it for, probably about 15 years now. My buddy got me into them because I got a good friend from Manitowoc. His name is Tom. Of course, he's not doing it anymore because he lost. When you get so many, you call it a colony.
Yeah.
And he lost his, so he sold me one of his bird houses. And when I started, I put it up, and I got 3 pair. At first, I thought they were blackbirds because I didn't know too much about them at the time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I had 3 pair, and he says, "Oh, that's good." But he says the reason why I got good luck is because I'm by the water.
Yeah.
The water's only about maybe 15 to 25 feet away from me.
I was going to say, you live right next to one of the rivers.
Yeah.
In 2 rivers.
The 2 rivers?
Yeah, there's the East Twin and West Twin.
Yeah, I remember you pointed them out, and then I remember saying, there's 2 rivers and 2 rivers.
There's 2 rivers and 2 rivers.
Yeah.
Did you tell everybody your little rally story that you guys were neighbors? I mean, talk about coincidental.
Yeah, that's how me and Pete here have like a little ongoing joke. When I was going out there for last year's rally, we stayed. Me and another friend stayed at an Airbnb, and we didn't know. But I was telling Pete about it, and I showed him the address of the Airbnb, and he's like, "Hey, I know that house. That's right down the street from me." So
next door neighbor, believe it or not.
Yeah, we were next door neighbors for 5 days, 5 or 6 days.
That's to me a really big. I mean, coincidentally, because
that happened.
What are the chances of that happening? You're going to a rally, you get an Airbnb, and it happens to be next to wonderful Pete Dassey. Yeah. Brendan's dad. Couldn't get any luckier than that. I'm sorry, but if I would have did that, everybody's seen me last year, and all I did was cry when I met everybody. I cried and cried because I was so overwhelmed with, meeting people and how much because this is making a murderer has changed my life. I've dedicated the rest of my life to supporting Brendan and his cause and Stephen, but Stephen's got a lot more support. I mean, he's got a different kind of support. He's got the lawyers doing it. And I wanted to put a twist on it, and let's know who Brendan is now. And what he's about, and be supportive of the family, because I don't think there's enough of that out there. I think there's a lot of people with a lot of speculations, and they're entitled to their opinion. They're entitled to what they come up with and their own, what they think happened and all this. But not one person that I know in this community has ever thought Brendan was guilty of anything. So we all are on that same page. So we all know that. So let's get to know Brendan, this way, and through his supporters and what they do, and through his family, which, I mean, I think it's absolutely marvelous that you are here and so willing to talk to us and just about anything, and just get to know Pete and Pete and Brendan's,
Yeah,
Brendan's
and I think that's why I did making how did I do, by the way? I think it was number 2 that I was in.
You were good.
Yeah.
The birds. You talked about
Yeah.
birds.
What making murder, I think
trouble and
number 2.
Yeah.
I forgot what that was.
You were in I think you were like in one clip in the first one, and then the second one you were a lot more present in that.
Yeah.
Which I thought you did fantastic. I was really happy to see you be, in there.
For the time I was on there, could you believe that they were here 6 hours? I did 6 hours airtime.
Yeah.
Yeah, 6 hours.
I know.
Yeah.
I got personal experience with that film crew and all that, because that convicting that's coming out, me, they want to talk to truthers. Can't say what I did or none of that stuff, but I might be on the cutting room floor. I don't care. You know what I mean?
I just want to let you all know, though, that I definitely will probably be famous in convicting a murderer, just because when they were at the rally, there were many times when I was bending over, and they probably caught that. So if anything, you'll see my butt.
Yeah, and you can tell them that, kiss that. No.
It seemed like every time I bent over to pick something up or do something or whatever, I would turn around and then there would be the camera right there. I'd be like, what?
I was like, when I met everybody, I was like so overwhelmed. Like, I didn't even go and talk to Becca, because to me, Becca is like, the number one Brendan supporter. That's all I've ever seen her do, is be right there for Brendan. Boom, boom, boom. Every day pounding it for Brendan. And I've admired that very much. Yeah. So it made me step up, more. It made me, I seen the people there, and I got a really good feeling from everybody. And I felt very honored to meet everybody. And I did meet you, Pete, but I'm sure you probably, I was the one that was standing on the courtroom stairs with the music and singing.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And whistling, me with a very loud whistle.
Yeah.
That's me. Yeah. My hair was a little bit lighter red, and, and it was up in a ponytail, and I didn't care, Okay. I mean, I'm like, I'm standing there with my sign, which I have over there, and just singing Stacy Seabrook's songs. So that was me. I mean, I was a little bit crazy. But when I went up to you and met you, I started crying. So I felt funny about it, because I didn't want you to think you made me cry. It was just, I was overwhelmed. And then I met Brad, and then that was very brief. And then I just kind of went back up to the stairs. So, yeah. But this year, like you said, it'll be a lot easier to go up to somebody. I would definitely go up to Becca. I can't wait to go up to Becca and give her a great big hug. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because I think she's a wonderful supporter, And I think you and Brendan are very similar in your personalities. Wouldn't you say that's true? That you and Brendan.
Are you talking to me or her?
You.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Brendan are like.
There she goes. Wait. Yep, there she is.
Lose her again? Did we lose her again?
No, she cuts. Sometimes her internet starts to go, so she cuts in and out sometimes.
Oh, okay.
Or she freezes, so that's why.
Yeah, I freeze. As long as I don't get an ugly freeze.
I thought it was super. I thought it was super cold there too.
Yeah.
Right. Would you say you and Brendan's personalities are quite similar? Like, you're very passive and kind of kick back and non confrontational. That's what I read from you. Do you think Brendan is similar to you in that fact? Do you guys look alike? Look at that.
Oh yeah.
I mean, look at them too.
Closer shot behind you.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are really. You put glasses on you. And maybe a little taller. How does it
I
feel
got
to have a taller
to add a
son?
couple inches, definitely.
Yeah. How does it feel to have such a tall son? I mean, there's a picture of Brendan, and he's sitting like this with the white t-shirt on, and he's got blue jeans. He looks like a giant
I
of
know.
a person. Is he really tall? How tall are you?
There's a shot next to his mom that his
Oh
mom's
yeah, she's
he's
Yeah.
sitting crouched in a chair, and it looks like he's got daddy long legs.
yeah. So how tall are you?
5'9", 5'10", somewhere in there.
And he's about what, through 2 inches, 3 inches bigger than
Yeah.
you?
He's
So
probably
he's a
6'2", something like that.
big boy.
Yeah.
Big boy.
Yeah. So Sharon's bringing up really great things to talk about. Sharon Sunshine.
Yep. Like
She says that you have a really impressive record collection.
Oh yeah. That's why I do the Dassey radio once in a while.
Yeah, that's the radio. This I know Brendan loves music too.
Yes.
Yeah. I got
So-
50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and I do have a couple polkas.
Oh, that
Yeah.
I grew up with polka.
Oh, the polkas.
And
Yeah.
it's all vinyl. It's not I got a couple CDs, but it's all vinyl, and I got record players and
Becca, you just
Yeah.
got a record
I was just
player.
gonna say, I sent him a video of one of my new radio station, Nash Radio.
yeah.
Nash radio.
But so
Yeah.
he's gonna have to teach me how to do it better though, because I'm still kind of new at it.
You
But
trying
yeah,
to follow in my footsteps or what?
yeah, trying to follow
I-
the
Nash Radio. That's a good name.
That's
there.
a good
Nash-
one. That's
Yeah.
a good one.
Yeah.
Well, I have some records that are like my mother got them framed for my father. The 3 albums that Buddy Holly made.
Oh yeah.
My dad, that was my dad's favorite, and Roy Orbison. So
Yeah.
so I have them framed, and sometime I'll have to show you. They're like my treasures because they were my dad's. But my father was so into music. I mean, my father's music collection, because he became a paraplegic and he couldn't do anything. So he just downloaded and went into his music, but he was into the 50s and he could tell you so much about it. Do you know about the music makers and songs, or do you just like the songs?
What do you mean? You mean their history behind?
Yeah, like my dad kind of got into the history of the groups that he liked, like he knew a lot about Roy Orbison and, Eddie Valley and all, like the 50s, bebop kind of thing,
Oh, I just know the people. I don't know the history behind them, but I know who they are. That's about it.
Right. That's like me too. I don't know about them.
I was just
I
gonna
don't
say,
really
though,
know the name.
every once in a while though on Facebook I see that you dedicate a song to Brendan.
Yeah.
Which
that
is,
Well, You Are a Star song.
yeah, I was just gonna say, like, which is your favorite song that you dedicate to Brendan? Is that You Are a Star?
Yeah, and then the other one was ELO, Hold On Tight, and I came up with a thing. He moved to Oshkosh, and he's holding on tight to his dream, and the next thing would be he'd be moving home.
Yep.
Oh, wow. I want to hear that. Did you post that?
Yeah.
I missed it.
Yeah.
I'm go back.
It's probably.
Well, you're on my Facebook thing. I'll send you. Did you see the So You Are a Star one?
Yeah, I did see that. And
Okay, but
you
you didn't see the other one, no?
No,
Okay, I'll send it to you.
Cool. That's cool. Yeah. I love when I look on my feed and I see people with songs for Brendan, because I know he loves music so much.
Yeah.
And music really has a way of taking you away or making you remember things you did, or days. Like I can listen to a song and go, oh, I know just when I heard this song, like the last time probably I heard the song, or just a really good memory of the day I heard that song. So it takes you back.
I have my stereo downstairs when I was 16, 17 years old. I still got it yet.
Yeah, you got a pretty impressive radio station going on down there.
I didn't like the black plastic. I like the silver with the wood.
Yeah.
The black,
now there's
newer stuff, the black stuff, it shows so much of the dust these days.
Okay, so there's really a radio station? Really?
No,
I
was
gonna say I want to put the link out. I want everybody to go there.
A fun thing.
No, he has all these old record players, stereo equipment, all that.
Wow.
If you ask for a song, sometimes if he has it, he'll do a special request.
I just play DJ, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, great. That's great. So like, I heard you say you always wanted to be a DJ, but you really are then. I mean, you're just an internet, internet DJ. Yeah. I mean, you're on the internet and you take requests through the feed of Facebook. Hey, we're going to get you promoted. You're going to be busy. We're going to make sure that Dassey Radio really hits the top 100.
When we leave here, I'll have to get the link up with you and ask you what your favorite is, and then I'll have to dedicate one.
Oh boy, I got it.
Yeah.
I wonder if you've heard the song that I like. It's I Believe I Can Make a Change by something Danny. Francis Denny, or Francis Dan.
I don't think I have that one. With all the ones, a lot of people request something, and I believe it or not, a lot of times I run into, I don't have it.
Yeah. That's a few times where I asked him, and I'm sorry, I don't have ACDC.
Yeah. It's just one of those things.
That should be your next Christmas present, Pete. Is I'll have
when I go to rummage sales, I'll see 45s there, and I'll go through them, and I'm going, "Oh wow, cool! I don't even have this one. I'll pick it up."
Yeah,
so I'm still buying
next time.
Okay, well, we ain't gonna tell Pete what I do to vinyl, then, now are we?
Oh well, okay. So Pete, you see my background, right?
Yeah.
So this right here.
Yeah.
And then this right here.
Okay.
These are both paintings that Linda did, and she did 4 paintings on vinyl.
Okay.
Vinyl records.
I'm wrecking your records. I told her, hey, turn it around and play the other side.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I showed Tracy Keogh, and she's like, "Oh, so you're wrecking the records."
But
technically you are. That's the side that plays.
Yep. Yeah.
They were scratched up, they were old, scratched up. Why not use them a second
let it go
chance?
This time.
Okay, so now that when I go out and look for records, you're gonna have to send me a list of some that you're looking for, because I get records, people just bring them over to me because they know I like to paint them, and I will look for them before I paint on them.
Oh,
you know what I mean? So I won't wreck the good records. So you guys can both send me a little list, and we'll see what I can do.
Paint records, anyways, they're made to play, not to paint.
I don't have a record player.
Okay, I'm just giving you shit.
I don't know why. I really don't. I think I seen somebody do it on round wood, and I didn't have any. And I thought, what the heck are these records? I don't use them anymore, and they're all scratched up. And I just started it. But then I looked on YouTube, and I seen other people doing it. So I thought, hey, okay.
Right. If it's style, go for it.
Yeah.
So I guess the last question that I have for you, Pete, and it's probably a really emotional one, but what's the first thing that you plan on doing when Brendan comes out, when he comes home? Like, what do you like? Are you
give him a big hug and don't let him go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big hug. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there any place that you want to take him or experience with him?
Well, yeah, I would like to take him to the first wrestling event that would come out, but with the COVID going around, you can't do that. But
yeah, I'll have to fly out there and go with you guys.
Yeah, we can make it real. Yeah.
Yeah, I would love to.
I'm in, like Flynn, for sure.
Yeah. I'd love to go see a wrestling event with you guys.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I've been to two Monday Night Raws, and I think I went to one SmackDown.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, live event.
Yeah, those are fun.
Okay.
Even if you're not into wrestling, they're fun.
Look, I used to really be into wrestling, but now you'll probably recognize who I'm talking about. Vern Gagne, the Crusher.
Yeah, that's the
we were just talking about that.
Okay, well, I was on low budget that time. I was cut off. So I didn't get to see. But that's what I grew up with. So a lot of these new wrestlers, I don't know. I've never seen. I don't understand. I know it's like a big production, so it makes you like really like get into it, when you see the costumes and the things that they go through for that,
Yeah.
But I mean, I went and seen the Hulk when he got his, his belt, and he was walking by me, and at the time I was only, I think, 21 or 20, and he walked by me, and his arm was as big as my waist, and I was like, and I really, because they said he had 25-inch arms or whatever it was, and that was just the size of my waist. So when he went by, and he went like this, I was like this. And, he's a big guy, I mean, I was like, I was just amazed. I really was. I mean, he is a big guy. Eric Cozy was a big guy. And he was, a big guy like Brendan. So when I see you guys and you're like this, I got to go. And I'm not small. I'm 5'8". You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But still, it's like, like Brendan.
And Hulk, he did a good job in movies, too.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
I didn't like his reality show.
You didn't like what?
I didn't really like his reality show all that much,
Oh yeah, where they had all
Yeah, that's kind of.
what is that, Father?
The Hulk.
I forgot what
Hogan knows
Hogans or something. The Hogan.
Oh yeah.
Hogan knows best. Yeah.
Like that. Yeah.
Somebody, Nosy Red. She was wondering if you like UFC, Pete.
Yeah, UFC wrestling, fighting, boom, boom.
Oh yeah, I saw it. Yeah, yeah, it's okay. Yeah,
it's all right. Yeah.
They get
how I feel about it. Too. It's okay.
Who was that?
It's
Nosy Red.
Oh yeah, Nosy. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
You met her at Rally, didn't you?
Yeah, I've seen her. Yeah, I got her on Facebook here.
Yeah, she's
always nosy. I mean, that's the way it is. I mean.
Yeah, that's how she goes by in our community.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you okay.
Yeah.
So you got a lot of people on here that you probably have met, except for I don't think you've met Sharon Sunshine because she's not been to Rally, but you talk to her a lot. She's a sweetie. I love her. Thank you.
I love her voice.
Oh yeah. Does she send you little memos?
Yeah,
like,
I always call it a
voicemail.
Music bar with your voice.
Yeah. Well, she only used to do that to just a couple people, and when she did it to me, and I knew she only did it to a couple people at the time. Yes, Sharon, I'm gonna tell them the truth here. No. I was so honored. I was like crying, because she's so sweet and she's so genuine when she talks.
Yeah.
Very genuine person.
I've
met so many genuine people in this community, that really wonderful community. And I just started crying. I was like, I feel so honored you sent me that. And she has a lovely voice. She really does.
Oh yeah. Awesome. Yeah.
And just like when I met Mystical Jinx at Rally, I was like, I'm not gonna let you know, but I'm fangirling right now, because I respect them as researchers,
Mm-hmm.
So in your meetings of people, who stands out? I mean, I don't think anybody will feel bad about it, but is there certain people that stand out? Are they people who post in Facebook or you've met, for a supporter?
Who stands out from the rallies?
Yeah, like a supporter that stands out really in your mind that you go, oh, I know who you are, especially like all around the world,
Oh, Mark from Australia.
Yeah.
He's a nice guy.
Yeah.
I had the privilege.
Then we got Penelope too, but Mark, he was actually over here a couple times after, and and he was here for a fire, and I says, I don't know if he knew what s'mores were, but he didn't know what pudgy pies were. So we introduced them. Very nice guy, yeah.
Yeah, I like
What's a pudgy pie? Let the world know what a pudgy pie is.
Why don't you?
Well, we're small town people, and a lot of people around the world wouldn't know what it is. So maybe you should tell them what a pudgy pie is.
Well, it's whatever you want to make it. It's two pieces of bread in between. Like you can make a pizza one, and you put it in. I don't know what you call it, over a fire, and it's
tinfoil.
Pudgy pie makers. And you squeeze it in between.
Oh yeah, they're the
grill. Oh, is that like the sandwich press?
Yeah, they're the small grill ones. They look like a sandwich.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Put it over the fire, and then it kind of cooks and it looks like toast when it comes out, but the middle is nice and soft and hot and stuff. And
Yep.
That sounds good.
It's
I
Yeah,
haven't
yeah.
had dinner yet, so I'm like, oh, that sounds good.
it's a small town
Yeah.
calzone. You know what they call
Yeah.
that? They
Yeah.
call it calzone. Well, this is a farm boy and small town. That's what that is to us. Is
Yeah.
one of them. You put them like that, just like the potatoes. Everybody that's in the up here, up north, or whatever, that camps or has bonfires or any of that, they make those potatoes in the tinfoil with the onions, and you cut them up and just stick them in there. Salt,
Yeah.
pepper. You have those, Pete, when you barbecue. Do you make those potatoes in the tinfoil?
Yeah.
Yep.
We
And
do that.
s'mores, of course.
Yeah, we do that all the time here. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Have you ever made popcorn on the open fire?
Yeah, we tried it. I think first time I tried it, I think I burnt it. But
I burnt the heck out of mine,
yeah,
and I took the cover off when it really started to pop. So
Yeah.
I mean, I was like, like this, trying to put the cover on. It was popping.
yeah, and burnt popcorn smells and it don't taste the best.
Yeah.
It burnt.
Yeah.
It wasn't good. It wasn't good at all.
Yeah.
Not at all. What are like your favorite memories of doing something with Brendan in the winter time? Because like we have like 2 seasons, winter and summer.
Yeah.
So
Well, here it's kind of like winter and fall, but
yeah.
well, just video games he comes up with, and playing cards, and he showed me some new card games like Shampoo and
What is Shampoo?
yeah, and
What is it?
and then another one is Garbage.
Garbage?
Yeah.
I just want to know how you play Shampoo. I mean, can you give us a brief how you play Shampoo? Because when I first heard that, I was like, Shampoo? And I've never, ever found out how you play it. Like, there's Gin Rummy, there's Uno or Skippo,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
Shampoo.
Oh yeah, we did those too. Yeah, Skippo and yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. How do you play Shampoo?
It's kind of hard to.
Darn.
I'd have to show you. What I'd have to do is do
Okay.
it and then record it on my phone and then send it to you.
There you go.
There
You
you
can
go.
do that,
Yeah.
or you can keep a game open for me and Becca, and you can teach us in person when we get out there for the rally. I would love to learn how to play Shampoo.
Yeah.
Do you play that with Brendan?
It's
Shampoo?
not the stuff you use in your hair neither. Just trying to.
That's great. What's the garbage? Is the garbage hard too? Is the game garbage hard too?
Yeah, it's challenging. Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Well, do these guys make this up, or is it really legit?
I don't know. I guess his friends that in prison with him came up with them, and then they showed him, and then he showed us.
Oh gosh, that's great, because I like some of the things they come up with, the games and different things. Like making a cribbage board out of their shoe, to me, was the most inventive thing I ever heard
I
of.
didn't see that.
I seen it. One of my friends said, I love cribbage, and so they took one of their flip-flop shoes and they flipped it around and made a cribbage board out of it. And I was like, that's really cool, because I guess it was broken. They couldn't wear it anyway, so they just flipped it. Now, I don't know if they were allowed to keep it either, because you know how they get about that stuff. I don't know.
Yeah.
But, and when they said that to me, I was like, well, that's pretty inventive.
Yeah.
You don't have one.
Yeah.
You want to play cribbage? Pretty inventive to me,
Yeah.
So yeah. Does Brendan play I know he listens to music a lot, and I'm not sure if he gets to play like video games or nothing like that, but does he play like board games with you guys? Like I was saying, Skippo, Uno.
Yeah, when he was in Portage, we got to I got to watch him. I never got really into cribbage, and
I like cribbage.
I used to watch him and his ma play, and I understood. I get it somewhat, but when they recount the numbers, well, you got this in your crib and that, I get all mixed up after a while. But when you count the regular numbers out, I get that. But when you do the second or third count, then I get mixed up. So yeah,
let me tell you something. It took me a long time to learn how to count cribbage. A long time, but And I haven't played it for so long. I don't know if it would take me a long time to do it again, but it was like they would go boom, boom, boom. And I'm like, wait a minute, how can you count that fast?
Yeah.
And I'm sitting here, and
know.
then they would just count it for me because they'd get so frustrated with me. But finally, I learned a little bit, and then I quit playing. But that's a fun game.
You know what I mean, right? The second,
100
the regular count, and then how much do you have in your crib? Or what's
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what I get confused on that. So
I do too. And they go 15-2, 15-4, 15-6.
Yeah.
15.
Yeah.
I'm like, I mean, I can
moving
remember
their things more. And it's like, what the heck?
And they look at it in 2 seconds and they know. And I go, how do you know that fast?
Yeah.
Can you show me? Well, I've showed you. Well, I don't get it, so then they would just count it for me.
I used to just watch.
Yeah.
I would probably just watch too.
Yeah. Once you learn how to do it, if you got somebody patient, then it's good. Is your smoke alarm going off?
Sounds like it.
Thought that was the microwave. Your pizza's done.
Your pizza's done. Oh, she was making
Yeah.
chicken.
My mom's birthday was 4 days ago, and also Hanukkah. So for Hanukkah and her birthday, my family got my mom this air fryer.
Okay.
So my mom must have been using it because the last 2 times we've been using it, the fire alarm goes off.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we got one.
Georgie,
so
I'm reading some of the comments. Funny comments.
Kind of like a microwave noise a little bit.
Yeah, no, that was the fire. That means somebody.
Okay, well, at least your smoke alarm's working.
Yeah.
Jeez. Let's say I want to say hello to some of the people that have just come in. Like BB. Hello, BB. I know I didn't say hi to Shaken but not stirred. Susan, happy birthday to you, Susan Sims. Very happy birthday to you. And Rhonda. I said hi to Nosy. Mystical Jinx. Let me see. Bean Green.
Dumb question. How come I can't see any of the names?
Oh, they're in the chat.
We are gonna have to teach you how to do that. That is your next lesson on all this. Then you'll learn how to read then you can see all the comments, and it's kind of like they're talking to you, So I kind of like that,
Yeah.
And let me see. I know I've seen somebody. Oh, J-Jax. Thank you very much for being here. So I
have one last question, and then I think we're good to wrap it up. I'm
having so much fun.
Sure.
I know, right? Yeah. It's been flying by. So one last question for you, Pete, is as supporters, what's the best thing we can do to help not only Brendan, but to help you guys?
Right.
As far as what?
Like what?
To be better supporters.
Be better supporters for Brendan and for you guys.
Well, you guys are doing all what you're doing right now. I mean, you're doing this here. I mean, I can't think of anybody else that has a Brendan's channel.
Thank you.
So, right there. You totally blew me away right there.
Yeah. that really means a lot to me. And I know it does, Becca. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's why we're all here, is for Brendan. And I know I feel this way, and I know Linda probably does too, is that you and Barb and the other family mean a lot to us.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Family means a lot. We are very much all family supporters, because it's not, Brendan might be behind bars, but you all are suffering for not having Brendan there. You've all been traumatically,
Oh yeah, I get my moments.
Right. And so me and Becca, 100% family supporters. So we want you to know that we are here, and anything you have that you want us to tell supporters, just let us know. We'll do it. You're welcome back here anytime you want.
Sure. Thanks for having me.
It was great having you. It was such a
I can go and tell everybody, hey, there's a Brendan's channel.
Yeah, and Brendan named it.
Yeah.
Yep. And when Becca talks to Brendan, he kind of tells us what he'd like us to say or what he wants to say. Like he always just says, please tell my supporters, thank you very much for doing everything you do and not giving up on them. And, you know, and we won't. We definitely.
Another thing, Becca, that I'm really happy that you're doing that. What is that? Well, I used to do a Saturday thing for Brendan.
Yeah.
Leave your comments and then you post them and then you send it to him. I think that's very great of you to do that. Thank you very much.
Yeah, that means a lot to me. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Brendan's got a lot of great supporters, and they're all around the whole world, and we just are hoping, and more are joining all the time. So we are here for you, Pete, and for your family.
And even got one over in Sweden there, Christina too.
Yeah, she was on my show, but she was on my other channel.
Oh, she was? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's so many wonderful supporters. Brendan has a lot. Do you think he knows that he has all these from around the world? I know he gets letters, but you see what people do, like on
around here. I knew it was common, but when I heard Australia and Sweden, that just totally blew me away.
Yeah. Well, we're happy to be here.
Okay, let's set up another one sometime, and I'll be a host again.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Goodbye, everybody from Dassey Radio. I mean Dassey TV.
Yeah.
Make sure you give a listen to the Dassey and Nash channels coming your way soon. Through internet, they take requests.
Okay, thanks for having me.
Bye.
All right.
Bye, everybody.
Bye,
Thank you so much. Bye, Pete. Bye, Becca.
Bye.